Hi, everybody, and welcome to your August 2026 predictions by sign. I will put timestamps down below. Brief introduction. Of course, we're entering eclipse season here, August 12th, with a new moon solar eclipse at 20 degrees Cancer in Aslesha Nakshatra, symbolized by the snake, and the rising of the Kundalini energy. And we also have a full moon lunar eclipse, August 27th and 28th, depending on where you are in the world. And that will occur at 10 degrees Aquarius in the Shadabishat Nakshatra, which is the 100 Healers or the Sky Watcher. So I'll do more detail on those eclipses as we approach and do a pick a card for each. But for now, let's take a look at our sun, moon, and rising sign. We're going to start with the sign of Aries. Welcome, Aries. And I do have a new deck that I just picked up yesterday. It is the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And we are going to see what energies you can expect this month. Starting with underneath the deck, the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. New beginning. We did have a lot of powerful moons, I think even since the blue moon at the end of May. This is a renewal, though. This is your cup running over with blessings, abundance, love, purification. And the cards wanted to split there. So we have a Page of Cups. Now, both ones. So the number 11, 111, or 1111 could be showing up for you as well. But it's the promise of a new beginning in love or partnerships, perhaps a new child for some of you, or a healing between you and a child, or even a childlike figure, somebody who's less mature. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So all cups, all water so far. Being fulfilled, happiness is achieved. We have the Eight of Swords breaking free from the delusion that it was unreachable to you. The Ace of Pentacles now. Two aces are some of you changing places or jobs, but it's the promise of this new beginning. Look at all the blessings you have surrounding you. If you felt that you have been trapped in a certain life or not moving forward, you're being withheld for a reason. This gift was not ready for you yet, or vice versa, you were not ready for it. And finally, we have the Queen of Coins. So very prosperous, beautiful month for August. These eclipses are definitely bringing in something fertile, abundant, and joyful. This Eight of Swords is no longer a concern of yours. So we're going to go ahead and get one of our new Oracle decks. It's from the Green Witch Oracle deck. And see what message wants to come through for Aries, please. And we have the Oak Tree, power, courage, and strength. That goes very well with Leo. Now, in tropical astrology, we are talking about Leo season. Everyone's going to be talking about the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. But from this small seed of the Ace of Pentacles, we are growing a mighty oak tree. And that's what this Queen of Wands is probably sitting under. I think those are oak leaves. But it's establishment. It's established fertility, foundation, security, and roots. Where there was once uncertainty in your mind, we are growing generations of wealth and stability. And it even looks like the Leo symbol here in the bottom of the oak tree. So the sun in sidereal astrology does not move into Leo until about August 15th. So right in the middle of these eclipse seasons is when you could see this seed burst forth and start to produce. Let's find out underneath our deck, Rosemary. Yeah, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. So remember those that were faithful to you, to who were loyal to you. They're the ones that helped water this oak, this acorn, so it can grow. Somebody who invested in you, you are now able to return the favor. And yeah, remember where you came from. Remember your roots. Pay homage to your ancestors, your parents, your grandparents, whoever it is that helped you not give up in a seemingly hopeless situation. There's a lot of gratitude here as well as for your growth. Some of you may be graduating or getting accepted into a program, a new job or promotion, but there's somebody that you need to thank for your success. I'm hearing financial freedom. It might be this gift that's coming that's going to unbind you. These swords look like obligations or debts or something that you're like, I have no idea how I'm going to solve this. But there is a miraculous wish coming true in the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Cups, a gift, as well as the Ace of Coins. But yeah, there's someone to thank, whether it's spirit or even yourself. Maybe you are this Queen of Coins that planted this seed a long time ago, that you established your long-term vision. And even though you may have lost faith along the way, this month these eclipses are about to prove you wrong, turn things around. We have the shadow, yeah. There was a lot of shadow surrounding you. There was, with her eyes being bound there, feeling blind, stumbling through the darkness, shadow that had to be healed or forgiven in order to allow this floodgate of blessings and opportunity to come toward you. Could involve a soulmate, of course, with the Ace of Cups, meeting a new one or deepening the strength and bonds you have with one. Maybe that's the person who's been supporting your growth this whole time. And we have sensitivity. Healing and focus. All right. Yeah. So going from blindness to being able to see, being able to focus. It looks like you're focused on love. And that's pretty clear here with the Ace of Cups and Nine of Cups and soulmate. So they never lost focus of you and you never lost focus of them. Maybe they were in the shadows. They were not visible. They were far away. But they never stopped sending healing love your way. When you hurt, this person hurts, and vice versa. So, or this is also a reward for you focusing on your healing journey. You've painstakingly, surgically removed these 8 swords from your path, and doing it very carefully. It may have been a slow process, like the oak tree, it grows very slowly, but once it's there, good luck getting it down without mechanical intervention. So what else can we tell our Aries friends for the month of August? Aries, what message? Cosmic upgrades. All right, well, that could be coming in with the eclipses. Absolutely serious. The dog star is about 15 degrees of sidereal Cancer, and this new moon solar eclipse is at 20 degrees of sidereal Cancer. So this is a portal. If you saw my last pick a card, that theme was coming up quite frequently. Water connection. We have mostly cups to start this reading. And Egypt, Atlantis, Lemuria, animals, nature, sensitive, creative, artist, peacekeeper, cosmic purpose, healer, and music. All right, so music could be very healing, sound healing. I got a brand new little sound healing bowl here, so it's a beautiful addition to your healing practice if you have not adopted it. Maybe it's something you want to look into, or solfeggio frequencies, binaural beats. These could help you reach a deeper state of focus and meditation in order to accelerate the growth that you're seeing in your life. And underneath, we have the 8th house, transformation, Scorpio, the Ouroboros, the rebirth, death and judgment, baggage, trauma, metamorphosis, endings. That's the shadow, the 8th house. Mystery, occult, magic, underworld crisis, other people's money, inheritance. That could also be this Queen of Coins gifting you a coin. You might be receiving an inheritance. Unfortunately, if somebody passed, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope that's not the case. Again, or it could just be an angel investor. It's other people's money. It could be returns on the stock market or whatever other investments you made, probably in land or gold, some kind of physical resource. But these cosmic upgrades, the student, the master, and the teacher. I mentioned some of you might be going back to school, or you have been the student and now you're becoming the teacher for somebody else's healing process. Let's see, what wisdom can we get for our Aries viewers? Okay, Treasure Island. Treasure, Ace of Coins. And this even looks, this acorn looks like an island. Could you be going on a trip somewhere to an island or the ocean, but you have arrived? It feels like and it's overflowing not just with physical treasures, but emotional. There's hearts coming out of this treasure chest. It's like you found your joy, your jewel, and we have yin. So that has, again, another connection to the feminine side of your ancestry. Healing the feminine ancestral line has allowed you to receive this. Whereas before, maybe you felt you weren't deserving or you were blocking it. There was some negative thought form that was impeding your ability to advance. Okay. But I feel the strong help of soulmate here, helping you unblock that feeling of worthiness. Another 99 could be showing up. That's another number associated with Jupiter coming to the end. And 15, appreciation. Didn't I say there was somebody you need to thank? Like, I see you either maybe receiving an award. You know, I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, whoever, this soulmate. Somebody didn't give up on you. Somebody doubled down on you. Maybe you had a business that failed. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. But there's a very select few group of people who believed in you, supported your vision, and you are showing immense gratitude for these people for not abandoning you in your time of need. And we have Magician in the mirror. So as I mentioned, some of you could be yourself to thank. Thank yourself for doing the shadow work, for pushing past the uncomfortableness of the 8 of Swords. All right. We're not going to make these readings too long today. Let's see if I can get a rune for you. We have, Pertho. Okay. Excuse me, that is actually going to be Wunyo. I'm a little rusty on the runes, but Wunyo means joy. How could you not be in a state of joy with all the blessings that you're surrounding with lately? And now I do have a better system for picking my angel cards so I can get them more mixed up. I'm going to hold them up, and one just fell down. So let's see what that is. Commitment. Didn't I say someone was committed to you? This soulmate is very committed to your vision. Let's get one more here. Light. I mean, these cards it's a new deck. It's the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, but the light coming through these cards is amazing. So, especially shooting through the aces, I really see, and it looks like another 11, like a 2 of Wands, 2 flames. Together, your light burns brighter than any shadow could ever dream of conquering. And it's off to the side here, and it's just looking at this reading, and it can't even approach you because of the brightness. Let's get your Queen of the Moon card, and let's call it a day. All right, thank you. I mean, I really don't think what else I can add to this beautiful reading. New beginnings, new moon. All right, that solar eclipse, that portal, right? On the 12th. So get ready. You're going to welcome in an abundance of light, an abundance of love and support and healing. I think you're going to leave August feeling quite refreshed and confident in your abilities and the direction that you're headed. So thank you so much for tuning in, Aries. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If so, let me know in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your August reading. So let's see what you can expect this month. All right, don't forget to check out your Moon and Rising for additional information. We have a new deck that I'm working with this month, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. So let's see, one more. And then I also have the Green Witch Oracle deck, which is new. So those two wanted to come together. Let's see what's underneath. The 8 of Cups, walking away. This sun and moon even looks like an eclipse. So that could be an important time period between the 12th and the 27th, where things are departing from your life. You're leaving behind what no longer satisfies. So look for that to be happening. Eclipses have a way of taking things out and bringing things into our life. So your first card is the 2 of Cups. This could involve a romantic partner. We just had the full moon at the end of July, and that had Mars square Venus. So there may have been some falling out there or completion of karmic contracts. The Hermit, yeah, spending time alone in withdrawing, going within. We have the Tower. All right, this is definitely the end of a relationship, whether it be business or personal. But you're going your own way this month. The King of Wands, blazing a trail, fire energy with passion and determination. There is strong independent leadership going on here. Maybe you don't see eye to eye with somebody anymore, and if you know you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. So in frustration of disharmony, you have to make things, create your own happiness there in the Nine of Cups. All right, let's get some more information for our Taurus and friends. Let's see. Wherever you're headed is going to be much happier for you. There was something, we went from the Eight of Cups to start the reading to the Nine of Cups. So you found your joy, whether it's within or with solitude or in a leadership position. Perhaps you or somebody else were competing for a promotion and you're the one who got it. Or if they got it, you decided, you know what, I can't stay here if that's how things are going to be. But we have the Green Witch Oracle deck to give us more information. We have chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. I feel, yeah, after this tower moment, there's going to be this period of retreat. I'm getting like herbal medicine, druidic magic, being and spending time in nature to soothe and calm the burns of the tower or the King of Wands, Aries, Sag, or Leo. But maybe some of you were having trouble sleeping or losing sleep over this choice. And we have the fruit, achievement or success. Yeah, that feels very much like the Nine of Cups. It's 9 cups of wine, so it could be overindulgence, but celebrating an abundance here. And I see in the middle that this looks like the Suilo rune, which is the sun. And the sun is what gives fruit life, right? So we're going towards this light, towards this growth and sweetness that you're creating for yourself. There was bitterness over here in the tower and the Eight of Cups. These cups were spoiled, but you're now sitting in a much better position. And we have salt, protection, banishing negativity. Yeah, after the tower, maybe you want to do some protective magic, banishing magic. You're like, I'm doing a total cleanse. You could be doing a fruit or tea or water cleanse or something very light just to help purge the last of this energy from your body, your soul, your mind. Because here is a much healthier alternative. It could be even, this person feels like they were a bad influence on you. Say they were a smoker or they drank too much or they were destructive to their body or their spiritual path in some way. And you decided that that's not for me, that I value my health and my wealth. I want to preserve and nourish the good parts of myself that I've worked so hard for. So unfortunately, as sad as it is to leave people behind in our life, and we want to bring them up with us. We have the new moon in Aslesha Nakshatra happening on the 12th, and that's symbolized by a snake. And here we have the sign of the Caduceus, Mercury. But it has to do with rising above and improving. And if they don't want to come with you on this journey, unfortunately, you have to kick them out of your tower. It's just not going to do you any favors. It was spoiling your fruit, your good time. Let's start with these cards here. I recommend just putting up a barrier between you and this person so that negativity energy doesn't follow you. Manifestation, yeah. You're certainly able to manifest as the King of Wands or the Nine of Cups. You're manifesting this fruit, the achievements, the success, as a part of your decision to move away from that which was holding you back. Maybe they need to take some time alone. They need to spend some time reflecting. Yeah, gossip. And whenever we leave, you know, people are going to blame you and, oh, they were the problem, not me. Toxic. Need I say more? Toxic people, friends, work environment, whatever was going on. The salt is protective, though. Once the tower is cleared, we're laying a new foundation and we're surrounding it with salt. Now you're free to taste the sweetness of honey and fruit in your life. Good wine, good company is ahead. Solitude, yeah. Well, there's the Hermit card showing up. Maybe you do need to take a time to retreat. Showing up quite frequently to do some inner work to find that peace, relaxation, and sleep, shown in the chamomile card. So let's see, any more messages for Taurus? The Raven, seeing through illusions. Yeah, energy awareness, alchemical gifts, powerful transmuter, fearless, the seer, truth seeker, the very spiritual one. So the Master Saint Germain, that has to do with the 7th chakra clearing. Seeing from a higher perspective, seeing from your third eye, the wisdom that you've gained from this situation. It's not lost. This was not a waste of your time, resources, or energy, but there was great wisdom that you gained from this. Now you know what to look for. Now you know how to keep the pests out of your garden. Underneath this Saturn, we had Saturn gestation retrograde, I think at the end of July as well. The world, the end, the right action, discipline, structure, commitment, obstacles, restriction, rules, delays, karma, life lessons, and tangible rewards. Well, the rewards are apparent here with the fruit manifestation and 9 of Cups. So that's your reward from learning not to stay small. You know, not being a small fish in a big pond, or big fish in a small pond. I'm messing up the euphemism there. But anyway, you are taking the right action by burning this to the ground. Cleansing and purifying this toxicity, the gossip, just the low vibrations were, they became poisonous, I think, to your body. And maybe that's why there was a disruption of sleep there. Go the distance, yeah. I'm just hearing run far away, run away. But you'll make the finish line, right? You'll see something through to the end. Whatever your journey you're committing yourself to now is going to prove beneficial. Time to go. I can't even make this up. If you were even on the fence at all about leaving a situation, this is 100% your sign, even if it means being in solitude for a while. We all need to take a break, to reset, to reacquaint ourselves with ourselves, because the person we were in that situation is dead and gone. We're not that person anymore. We saw through the illusion that this person was trying to put on us. And we have storm warning. Storm warning, Tower. So these eclipses are going to shake up your life, Taurus. No way about it. So just be prepared, but know that in the end, you are taking protective and corrective action. Broken heart. I'm sorry. 9 of Swords. It was toxic. You had to go. Wow. Okay. Queen of the Moon Oracle. For Taurus. Surrender. All right, yeah. That's the Tower too. You're giving up the old foundation. You're giving up the old self, the toxic behavior, people. We're giving it up to the universe and saying, all right, I give up. I surrender. I'm walking away. I'm not going to waste another ounce of my manifestation energy, my powerful energy on this person. And look, underneath, you're going to blossom as a result. What a bees like. Flowers, pollination, Master 33 number. Okay. Angel messages for Taurus. Wisdom. Well, that fell right on the Hermit. And creativity. Yeah, that's your King of Wands. Creating your new future here, if full of sweetness and fulfillment. And how about a rune? We have, oh, Sawilo. Dude, I didn't even look at these, I promise. But the sun. The sun is turning in your favor. We're entering a new season, perhaps the fall season. We just had summer solstice, June 20th. So we're almost halfway until the vernal or autumn equinox. That'll be in September. That's typically a harvest season too. So give yourself time to heal, grieve, repair, and by the autumn equinox, you're going to see a lot of these rewards coming. Like Saturn says, you know, rewards for following your wisdom, following your inner light and truth. All right, Taurus, that's all I have for you. Best wishes for your month of August. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hi, Gemini, and welcome to your August reading. So let's see what you need to know for this month. Don't forget to check your moon and rising sign, and we'll see what's in store for you. I have a new deck that I'm using this month. It's the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and I also have a new Oracle deck, the Green Witches Oracle deck. So we'll use both of those in today's reading. And under your deck to start. All right, I like it. Six of Wands, victory. Beautiful. So you probably recently overcame some kind of difficult challenge in your life, whether it be health related or career or even interpersonal. Let's find out more. So your Four of Coins, it could have had to do with your money. Maybe fearing loss, fearing lack, or losing money. And we have the King of Wands showing up. Some more fire, taking control and leadership. Eight of Wands, very quickly. Mercury showing up in Sagittarius, coming towards you. And then the Five of Cups, loss. Okay. So in reality, we had this to start, right? We had a pretty intense Mercury retrograde that was your ruling planet. And I feel like a lot felt out of control for you. Things were being taken away. There were problems maybe with communication, transportation, money, finances. But with the King of Wands, this is reestablishing dominance, taking power, taking control. Perhaps you're refinancing debt or you're consolidating something, but you're turning things around for yourself. You are letting go of these losses. Loss is inevitable in life. Remember, we started with the Six of Wands. So we are overcoming this feeling of insecurity or instability and reestablishing control of the situation. Let's find out more from our Greenwich Oracle deck for Gemini, please. There may be a sense of doubt, like, is this message ever going to come through for me? Is this payment going to come through? The answer is yes, with the Six of Wands. So don't give up hope, even if you might have been focused on the loss last time. What do we have? Rain, cleansing, purification, and hydration. The rain is coming. You may have felt maybe you were in an emotional or financial drought. And now this Eight of Wands is coming to bring you this. So look, I know the storm. We have placements in Ardra right now, which is the storm god, the teardrop. So it is monsoon season. There could be violent storms coming, but with that comes life-giving rain. Water is so powerful. It can be destructive and it can also birth life. So focus on rehydrating yourself, rehydrating your life, water your own garden. Don't focus on maybe what others took from you or what's gone is gone. There's nothing we can do for that anymore. When focusing on bringing new life, new water into your life, new love into your life even, is how we are going to claim our victory. So I get a little guidebook here. What messages for Gemini? Sensitivity, yeah. It might have been a bit of an emotional roller coaster this past month. You're feeling very shy. I feel like, you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's like, or bitten once, twice shy is the saying. It's you're becoming more sensitive to these energies that are disappointing, disruptive, or in some way destructive. We have success. Wow. So Six of Wands, success. Your sensitivity is not a curse. It's a warning system. You're able to sense things before they happen. Maybe that's why you've been overly cautious or trying to hold on or control a situation. But resolution, yeah, that's more success, more healing coming towards you, and self-expression. It might have been surrounding a wound of self-worth or identity. Perhaps you were settling for less than you were worth. But now you're entering a phase in the month of August where you're not going to be afraid to show your true colors, to be, these were like, these past, I want to say 5 months were like a training period for you as far as knowing what to avoid. You could also become more sensitive to substances, climates, people, environments, and energy. So as you identify those perceived threats to your nervous system or your life or your success, you know, that's helping you purge those from your life. These three cups spilling over may very well be a blessing. You know, rejection is protection. These 3 cups might have been poisoned. You don't want to drink from them. You still have 2 perfectly good cups to drink from. And we have Taurus. All right, so the Hierophant. Stay true to your values. Yeah, the King of Wands. You know what's best for you. Steadfast, loyal, sensitive. Sensitivity again. Understanding, calm, patient, sensual, generous, practical, tenacious, stubborn, materialistic, and lazy. Could be the negative downsides, but I don't feel that for you. Be patient with yourself. Try not to get overstimulated, I guess, is the word. Again, I'm feeling a lot of emotional volatility. Maybe it's time for a cleanse. Identify where that's coming from, where that pull is coming from. And Taurus I mean, this is a Capricorn card, but another earth sign, the 2nd house of material wealth and resource. And your health is your wealth. So you do have your health. With olive oil, they say, you know, is very good for a number of things for your health, internally and externally. So focus on that self-care for cleansing and purification, because you'll find success in resolving some kind of health crisis. All right. And underneath the deck, we have Orion, Ancient Gifts, the Wise Healer. So there's the health coming out. You might see a return to, your skin might start looking better, your hair might start growing stronger or longer. All right, let's see what, I already shuffled for this, but I don't know why I picked it up again. So we're going to put that down and move on to our Wisdom Oracle. Chaos and conflict. Yeah, I think that's what all these cards that came in reverse, that instability. There's 33, a master, just like the Hierophant's a master. Be gaining control in the King of Wands. So the sun moves into sidereal Leo as of August 15th. But a lot of people will be talking about the 8-8 Lionsgate and Leo. So Leo season, though, I feel is a resolution to the chaos and conflict that has been rampaging through your life, in whether it be finance or emotion. And then we have To Be Fair. Okay, North 38, Libra, balancing. Something's coming back into balance, and it's in part due to your actions. To be fair, the fairness is in the victory and the success that you regain over your life. Things are going to be handled in a just manner, and that might involve forgiveness. If you feel somebody has done you wrong, the best thing to do is to forgive them, not for their absolution or for their benefit. It's like, so you don't carry their burden anymore. You don't need to drag this chaos into the next chapter of your life. And Door to Spirit. Yeah, new doors are opening for you. I mentioned in my last pick a card that the new moon is going to be a huge portal, especially because it's an eclipse. So there are new connections being made. Doors are being opened for you to where you can find your success and find your resolution because you stay true to your values. You didn't compromise anything. You honor your sensitivity. You honor your ancient gifts. And that's what's going to open these doors for you. People are going to recognize that. And underneath we have the Angel of Strength. So there's your Leo card. And Leo showing up prominently in the King of Wands. Be prepared through mid-August to mid-September. I think you're going to see a huge shift in your mindset, your attitude, and what blessings are able to make come into your life. And a Queen of the Moon card for you. I keep looking at that. Stay true to your values. Don't compromise for anybody. All right. Stay strong when the Angel of Strength is there. Abundance, yeah. Success and abundance are yours. Abundance is on the other side of this door and the path. All right, this showed up twice in my pick a card, my most recent one. So number 8, there's your 8th month, August. There's the portal of the eclipses. You're getting on the right path now, the path to success. And a rune for you. We have Berkano. I think that means the birthing or the tree. Let me double check that. Yeah, it's the birch tree. So bride and mother brings us earth power for rebirthing through the portal. So that it's the 18th rune. The 18th falls between the eclipses on the 12th and the 27th. And so we're ready. We're ready for this new birth. We're ready to mother ourselves and see our way into this new door. You're seeing yourself out of a situation into a more successful one. So abundance, I grabbed again. That is assured. Abundance, joy, courage. Yeah, that has to do with the, courage the cowardly lion or the cowardly dog. But what is it? The Wizard of Oz, the cowardly lion asked for courage, for heart. So have the courage to step through this door when it's opened for you. Let go with the 4 of coins. Have faith. You know, send out multiple correspondences. We have Mercury direct now. So the more opportunities you give yourself, the better your chances are that you're going to receive a positive response. And then finally, resilience. Yeah, you're bouncing back this month. Absolutely, Gemini. You're ready to grow. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your August reading. So don't forget to check out your moon and rising sign for a more complete view of the month. We're going to see what's in store for you. I have this new Golden Art Nouveau Tarot that I picked up yesterday. So new month, new deck. Let's see what's going on. And we still have Jupiter in your sign. It was conjunct the Sun and I want to say Mercury during the full moon at the end of the month. Let's do one more there. And we still have the Sun in your sign until about August 15th in Sidereal. So let's see what's going on. And happy recent birthday. So to start off, of course, we have the Devil, Capricorn, your opposite sign. And now I'm going to grab a couple angel cards to censor this. And I'm going to place them here. Let's do that. Just one. Keep that one off to the side. Next, we have the Sun. All right. That's beautiful. Following the Devil. And the Sun does rule the sign of Leo. We have that happening, that transition in the middle of the month. So youthfulness, childlike innocence, going from feeling restriction and bondage of Capricorn into the freedom and new beginnings of the child. We have the 3 of Swords. So there might be some pain involved with breaking free of either an addiction or toxic codependent relationship, work environment. I don't think anybody gets out of the Devil situation scot-free. There's always some kind of feeling of pain or loss in the 5 of Cups, regret. And then we have the Queen of Wands to finish it off. So the King of Wands showed up in my last 2 readings, and now we have the Queen. So regardless of gender, it's speaking of that empowered Leo energy that's coming forth. There's a huge healing happening with the Sun. Some of you may have a Sun, S-O-N, that you are, it could be a Capricorn, that you're mending a relationship with. Take it if it resonates. If not, you know, move on. But there, or some younger person might have disappointed you, but you're not letting it affect your power and your ability to move on from that. You have 2 cups to look forward behind you. Let's see what's underneath the deck. The 6 of Coins, Libra, fairness, justice, reciprocity. This Devil energy was taking too much from you, whatever it was. Maybe it was a dependent person, child. Somebody was really draining your resources, it looks like. And even though it may break your heart to leave these memories and people behind you, it's kind of like a saving grace to yourself. Because this looked like it was in reverse underneath. Let's see what this angel card is. Efficiency. Yeah, there's a balance here. See, it says in and out, and the inbox is empty. You're not receiving enough. And you've been putting out more than you've been receiving. So it's your time to receive as the Queen of Wands. And let's find out. Let's see, this other angel card came out that I didn't need. Clarity, yeah. There can be great clarity. Once things are removed from your life, you're able to see now and learn from whatever this experience was. Vision, yeah, clarity, clear vision. Seeing things for what they truly are. I mean, eclipses and full moons have a way of doing that for us. You're seeing the devil for who he or she was or is, what they were doing to your life. Celebration, yeah, it's time to celebrate yourself. And you're going to be getting news too. So good news is coming with the sun there. We had Mercury retrograde for most of July, and it'll be out of its shadow phase August 6th and 7th. So you're going to celebrate some kind of good news coming your way. I mentioned this before, like how the inbox was empty. So check your emails, check your voicemails, messages. Something might have gotten stuck in the spam folder, but just you'll be able to discover some good news that's going to give you hope on the horizon. That's going to allow you to turn around and see these two cups still standing. And then we have Venus, light of beauty, the Empress. She feels very much like an Empress, but growing in love and abundance. You're starting to get a return once you start pouring into yourself. Love, romance, beauty, sharing, attraction, harmony, artistic taste, desire, passion, value, money, luxury, and overindulgence. So that's the devil energy too, is overindulgence, right? And underneath our deck here, we have the South Node. You got this. It has to do with letting go. I believe, yeah, with the eclipses, where they're aligned with the nodes. So it's a perfect time, especially the full moon lunar eclipse, to let go of baggage, karma, which is Saturn ruled Capricorn, unfinished business, soul wounds, been there, done that, gifts, talents, learned, and comfort zone. So it's a return of your gifts, things coming back to you. Maybe that if you were overgiving, you will be compensated. This could be a letter of compensation. Did you win a lawsuit, or somebody's giving back to you after these eclipses? All right. Energy for Cancer. All right, door to romance. Okay, after your heart's broken, like I mentioned, there are two cups here. Celebrating good news. You could be hearing from somebody that you haven't seen in a long time. 33 shown up now in the last 3 readings as well. So you're achieving some kind of master level victory here. Victory, celebration, clarity. I mean, perhaps this person or job, these people in your life were not meant to be a part of your celebration. They had to go before you could receive. Indecision. Yeah, it feels very much like the 8 of Swords. And we have the 8th month here. You're at a crossroads. Should I stay? Should I keep investing? Should I cut my losses and leave? And I think you're choosing the latter and will be rewarded as such. Let's get a wisdom oracle. Ooh, way too many. All right. Let's go. Cancer. What's this good news? Never-ending story. That to me that looks very much like the indecision card. It's like going round and round, yes, no. So I think this is an hourglass she's sitting on, which is Father Time, Saturn, Kronos. Something feels karmic, connected, but I think this is you putting an end to it, putting an end to the story with victory and a door to romance. Maybe you've been single for a long time too, and we're putting an end to that. Clean it up. Yeah, cleaning up your environment, your daily habits. Let's get a hold of your Green Witch Oracle. What does Cancer need to know about August, please? You're very much, I keep looking at this Queen of Wands. Okay, walking staff, support, encouragement. And there's Radho, movement. So yeah, there's moving much towards these open doors of people who want to give to you, people who want to celebrate you and see your potential. But you have support on this path, even though it feels like You know, what am I going to do without this job, without this person in my life? This is offering a much more promising result. Okay, your Queen of the Moon card for Cancer. You still have Jupiter in your sign too, so until October 31st. So these celebrating good news is definitely part of your story. Realization. What is it that you're seeing, Cancer? Clarity, vision, and realization. This is another door, a keyhole. Walking through a portal. Realizing the grass is greener on the other side in this case, but there's movement that's required for you to feel this victory and abundance underneath. Okay, let's get your rune. Right home. I swear I didn't look. So you're moving, you're on the move, which is the Chariot. That's your card. It's symbolized by a chariot. Maybe you're getting new wheels, new mode of transportation. 333 showing up there, I just noticed. Look out for that number. 3 weeks, 3 months. All right, and we already got your angel cards. So is there anything else that I need to share with Cancer? All right, I think that's it, but you got this. Remember, I mean, holding on to this thing may be the very thing that's keeping you from the abundance on the other side of this door. All right, thank you so much, Cancer. Take care. Have a beautiful August, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Leo, and welcome to your August reading. Happy birthday. And in sidereal astrology, we do still have the sun in Cancer until about August 15th. But as you know, this is all about the Lion's Gate people will be talking about, the 8-8 portal. But we do have those 2 eclipses. The solar eclipse will be at 20 degrees Cancer in sidereal, and the lunar will be opposite your sign in Aquarius at 10 degrees. So that lunar eclipse, if you have anything 5 to 15 degrees of Leo, it may affect you in that regard. But let's go ahead and look underneath. Well, there you are, the Magician in your full power, manifesting your wishes. So watch your words, mind your words. We still have Mercury coming out of the shadow until August 6th or 7th. So I'm still kind of struggling in that regard, but let's find out what is in store for you. We have the Ace of Cups to start. So 1-1, 11-11 might be showing up, or 1-1-1, promising a new beginning, a new emotional start to your month. There's a lot of gratitude here. Definitely romance coming in for you. We have the Four of Swords, peace and rest that you've been hoping and praying for, healing that you've been praying for. I see a lot of you in meditation or in maybe like a sensory deprivation chamber, some kind of massage, a very passive, receptive mode into which you're going to, or during your sleep, receiving downloads, upgrades to your DNA. Things are being healed, revived, and it's just being brought to you by Spirit. They want you to be refreshed. 8 of Cups, more emotional energy. There's something better in store for you. And we have the Knight of Pentacles, so that's stability. We're moving towards security this month and better health. Better finances, better health. And let's see what your Green Witch Oracle deck is. If anything was disturbing your peace, it's being removed from your life and being replaced with stability. Okay, chamomile, that came up for another sign already. Gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. Better sleep, that's what I was saying. Maybe some of you did a sleep study or you need to do one, but I'm not a doctor, but this is ensuring more restful peace. There's less, perhaps you're waking up several times a night, but this is restorative to your health. And we also have spring. Rebuilding, awakening, and rebirth. Absolutely. So as a magician, you're initiating this. You're giving birth to your new self and earth. Peace and grounding. Very much peace in the Four of Swords. Peace, calm, chamomile, spring, new starts. Things are being cleansed. So we're starting fresh here. We're leaving behind everything that we knew. We're leaving our comfort zone in search of something that is more stable and secure. So it's already yours, Leo. Get a hold of your Little guide cards. What messages for Leo? Profound healing, I feel, though. You're going to feel 10 years younger. All right. And we have luck. Yeah, luck is on your side. Absolutely. So look out for dragonflies, four-leaf clovers, and dream. Wow, there's something really going on in your dream state. You might be having more vivid or powerful dreams. You may be even dreaming of a romantic partner, of somebody coming your way, even if you've never met them. But there's something coming to you in your dreams. And that is becoming manifest here with the Magician. Protection ensures that you are definitely protected while you're sleeping, while you're healing and upgrading. The Knight of Coins, too. It's the most steadfast, reliable, secure card in the deck. So you have a powerful earth angel around you, as well as in the etheric. But yeah, there is no threat to your safety here. All right. This process is being highly supervised. Lyra, the badass soul. This is where the feline race of extraterrestrials, if you want to call that, or starseeds come from. Divine power, and that's the Magician. Ancient, wise, gifted, lost home, cosmic war, cats, birds, strong, resilient, no bullshit, spiritual, mature, natural leader, yang. That's very much the Magician. Like, you're taking control here. They're giving you power. You're receiving power somehow, either from ancestors or a guide, like I said, an earth angel perhaps. But you're really being empowered this month. It's like you're being plugged into a charger. Fourth house, home and family, the heart and soul of your being. Your heart health could be improving as well. Again, I'm not a doctor, not offering medical advice, but there is some kind of either healing of emotional pain involving your family, your home, or even your physical cardiovascular health could be improving. And that could be done by walking, exercising, better sleep. So the Chariot and the High Priestess are representing Cancer here. We still have Jupiter in Cancer until October 31st when it enters your sign. So expect to continually see these improvements through then and while it's in your sign through December. So emotional safety, security, roots, foundation, ancestry, past, mother, femininity, nurture, real estate, domestic life, and happiness. Absolutely. With the Ace of Cups here, how else could you see it? This Eight of Cups, they've gone in search of the ninth cup there in the Ace. Feeling very fulfilled. This could be, again, a partner coming towards your home, visiting your house. You could be moving in with somebody in the springtime. Wherever this home is, it's going to be very peaceful and protected. The World, 29, completion. The world is your oyster. You have the world at your fingertips as the Magician. You can shape and mold your world however you like with these divine powers that you've been blessed with this month that are going to carry through for the rest of the year probably. And then we have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So this is the solar plexus, which is the sun, your ruling body. A lot of yellow and orange coming through for you, mostly yellow this month. So work with that color, or you might resonate with it, or you might even find a yellow house that you're going to be moving into, or flowers, sunflowers. Let's get your Queen of the Moon card here. Is gratitude. Yeah, there's a lot to be thankful for, obviously. Make sure you give respect where it's due. And we have attraction, the supermoon, 44. Look out for that number. We have 444, angelic protection being reiterated here. Remember to give thanks to your guides, to your family. Oh, the fourth house as well. The 4th of the month, August 4th. Look out for that. And your wisdom card. But you're super attractive now. I mean, as the Magician, obviously you're manifesting, but so that's why I said watch your words in the beginning. Speak only positivity over yourself and it will follow. Come to the edge. It's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to follow through with your intention. to receive. And building blocks, more manifestation. The strong foundation with the Knight of Coins is offering some kind of support for stability. But I feel with Jupiter, especially in Cancer, that your home is safe and secure, that you're establishing firm roots where you belong. I mean, you're already there. I think your travel is over or near over. You've arrived. All right, let's find out your rune for Leo. We have, okay, I'm not sure that one. It's the X, right? Okay, so this is Nadis, which means necessity or need. And it can be used to help one deal with stress, summon up the adrenaline rush needed to confront disaster. It's a rune of the inner stress that can drive an individual to greatness or destroy him. Some of the images associated with the rune are the spindle and the fire drill, which kindles the need fire. So fire is your element. You know, when you rub two sticks together, you're creating fire. And some of the images, it can also be interpreted as a double sword stroke of protection. And we had protection here. So in a reading, the rune can indicate problems that weigh on the spirit, frustrations, blocks, but also constraints that can become helpful if properly used. The problem may be opportunity for change and growth if properly approached. The need may also be for action. So yeah, the only action card I'm really seeing in this reading is the Eight of Cups. So I mentioned most of your traveling is done. There may be some emotional healing that still needs to be done, which is what you're receiving assistance with. So a need for emotional healing is really what's going to open up this portal for you of the abundance that you're manifesting. Be thankful even for the ones that you felt were destructive in your life. Forgive them, let them go. You thank them for the lesson, and you're able to close the cycle with the world. And it can also be a rune of banishing and cleansing by fire, your element, counter spells and sealing. In addition, it can be used to imbue other spells with the force of necessity, a runic equivalent of as I will, so mote it be. So as the magician, using this as a rune of force to make your word power. It should be drawn on the forehead or over the other runes to strengthen their link with the forces of destiny. So you are writing your destiny here and you're enforcing it with this X. But I also think, you know, an X of crossing something out of your life. So I'm going to leave it there with the Eight of Cups. All right, some angel cards and we'll finish up this reading. Okay, discernment. Yeah, knowing which way to go. Following the signs. I feel with the magician, the clarity of the magician, you have the right idea. Simplicity, that comes with the peace that's coming for you, and flexibility. Yeah, remaining flexible to change, or your flexibility is what has allowed you or led you to this path of stability here. All right, thank you so much for tuning in, Leo. Take care and have a beautiful August. We'll see you next one. Bye. Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your August reading. So, I'm using a new deck today. We have the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, and then a new Oracle deck, the Green Witches Oracle deck. So let's see what's in store for you, of course. Let's see. We have our eclipses coming up August 12th, and then 27th and 28th. And underneath the deck is the Emperor, number 4, Aries, power and control. Let's see what's going on. Are you the boss? We've got the Knight of Swords coming in quickly. The Eight of Coins. Yes, this definitely has to do with your job. Or maybe you work for yourself. You're self-employed. 7 of Cups. Opportunity. Vision. There's something you really want to get a start on. Maybe you were waiting for Mercury to go direct, but now that it is, it's like you have a lot. Your mind's being flooded with ideas. You have a lot of projects. Maybe you have multiple projects going on at once. I mean, Mercury is also your ruler as it is for Gemini. 4 of Cups. Waiting for the right opportunity, or it's like you can't decide, so you're hoping that someone's going to make a decision for you, or that this epiphany will come that you'll know which one of these 7 cups is going to be the most prosperous for you. And we have the Justice card, Libra, and the Moon. Okay, so secrets, not knowing. Very interesting. Okay. Well, this is making me think of the lunar eclipse, of course, at the end of the month, the 27th or 28th. The decision is going to be made about your job, your career path. You could be choosing self-employment, or somebody could be choosing you. If you're a candidate, this could be an interview with the Emperor here. Moving forward. But something's being hidden. We're not allowed to see the answer yet. Maybe you can tell me more about the Moon card here. There seems to be a lot of indecision. Success. All right. So judgment is going in your favor if you've been worried or wondering about that. Will my product be successful? Are people going to want, you know, to pay me for this? Yeah. Moods, shifting seasons, motivation. Maybe you were lacking motivation. If you were driven by, you can't let your emotions rule you, in the fact that whether you feel like doing the work today or not, it's no question. You have to get up, chop wood, carry water, put in the work every single day. You're usually very good at that, Virgo. You're practical, earth-grounded sign. You rule the 6th house of everyday life. So maybe you've been in a funk lately. But this is saying the pendulum's coming back to swing in the opposite direction. I feel like you will be inspired. Maybe that's why you have so many ideas now flooding. And it's like a matter of discerning which one should I go with? Which one is the path to success? Trust your intuition. Trust your inner knowing. Nobody else is going to come and hand you the answer. So you have to decide on your own. But know in your heart that it's going to be the right choice. Whether it's leaving a job in pursuit of a different one, or self-employment, whatever it is. Underneath we have home. Could involve a matter regarding your home. Cancer ruling, very emotional sign. 4th house, 4 of cups. Jupiter's still there till October. So maybe somebody want to work from home, or you'll get an opportunity to do so. But this is telling me that it's going to be successful. Whatever you put your mind to, you will be able to achieve. I feel that you are putting yourself in the power of the Emperor. Taking control of the home. Orion, a wise healer, ancient gifts. So some of this inspiration may come from previous lifetimes. Downloads you received during these eclipses, these inspirations, ancient wisdom. I feel like you're going backwards. You know, I'm thinking more Antiquitech. I'm thinking not so much focused on future healing, but how they used to do things in the past. Nature lover, free spirit, mental energy healer, yang dominant, colorful weirdo. So whatever cup you're choosing here, it's going to be different, something that nobody's ever seen. And I see people rushing towards you to get in on this opportunity. Okay. And Virgo, there's your card. I learned, the Hermit. So perhaps there is more study that needs to be done in whatever area you're trying to excel in, but it is leading to life improvements. Staying grounded, self-reliant, resourceful, smart, practical, analytical, good planner, perfectionist, critical, overthinker, and picky. That's kind of the 7 of Cups feeling that I'm giving. You're overthinking it. Maybe you're letting your moods sway your decisions too much. So don't make emotional decisions this month. Sit with it, relax, and the answers will come to you through your intuition, through your dreams even. And underneath Mercury, your ruling body, showing up again. You are the magician. Don't forget that. Clear your mind. Communication, mind, thought, intellect, information, reason, memory, perception, options, ideas, lying or trickery. So I think your emotions might have been lying to you, or someone in your home might have been doubting you or saying, this will never work. You're not going to succeed. Blah. You know, don't listen to the naysayers, because you have the answer within you. It could have been a partner too here with Libra showing up that is maybe thinks you're crazy for putting your family at risk or your home at risk. Yin Yang, 22. So another 11, 22. Master Builder number, though. The balance, something is very harmonious within you. You're going to gain control of your moods now that Mercury's direct, I feel. There's a harmonization that's going to clarify things for you. And then we have the 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. So that is your voice, your throat chakra. I mentioned a judgment, a decision being made. You're going to say, this is my choice. I'm going forward with it. I know it's the right one. And that's how you're going to be rewarded as the Emperor, with success. Because you listen to your own voice. You're not listening to the voice of others. Maybe some of you have lost your voice in a partnership or in a work environment, that there was something that was being... it feels like it was suppressing you in some way. Creation. There we go. Master Builder, 22. That's a full moon card. The Beaver Moon. That's more towards the fall or winter. I want to say as they prepare their homes for winter, they're reinforcing and creating structures. This is you creating your means of survival. And we have power. Yeah, the full moon. All right, so look forward to that lunar eclipse at the end of the month. I think this is where you're going to feel the most powerful, gain your strength, gain the power of your voice, either whether to stand up and say no or stand up and say yes. Take that as it resonates to your situation, but your voice is going to be heard. It's going to be known to the universe by the end of August. All right? There's really nothing that can silence you anymore. And it's going to improve your life greatly. This Knight of Swords, yeah, it feels very aggressive, but maybe more assertive than anything. And that's what the Emperor does. He asserts dominance. You're going to assert your dominance. Yin. All right, Yin and Yang. Yin showing up now as the feminine 222. Look out for that number as a signifier, not for you. All right, yeah, something's not for you. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of choices here. You can't take all these cups with you. You can't pick them all. So using your intuition to know which ones are not for you and picking the right cup, picking the right opportunity. I think there's going to be clear signs of what is not meant for you. And you're going to have the authority, the power here with the full moon to say no to certain things or people. Whereas if in the past you might have been too passive, you might have been agreeable or just going along with things to keep the peace. But there is a lot that you have to stand up for this month, Virgo. Okay. These two. All right, snow. I mentioned the winter time. Rest and contemplation. Yeah, that's kind of like the Four of Cups sitting under the tree. Meditation. You know, the Buddha achieving enlightenment underneath the tree there. So take some time, perhaps to yourself, in this restful state in order to reflect on where maybe in the past your moods have swayed your decisions that maybe didn't give you the outcome you were looking for. And we have soil, stability, and simplicity. Grounding. There's your earth connection. Like I said, whatever decision you make is going to be grounded and taken from a place of authority and clarity, not emotional. It's not going to be an emotional decision. It's going to be the most practical one. All right, how about a rune for Virgo? Okay, we have Isa, so that's ice. And it's interesting we have this weather card here, right? It almost feels like a spinner. It's like, what mood am I in today? I don't know. So, yeah, ice, though. Things are solidifying. It could also have to do with hail. And there's another rune called Hagalaz, which is the hailstone, where it can be destructive, but also it's a seed that it plants water in the soil and gives life. But ice having to do with being firm in your decision. It even looks like the sword in this Justice card. But yeah, be firm in your decision making like the Emperor does. Boundaries could become stronger for you. Maybe boundaries around your home life or family members. You learned your lesson, though. You learned from your experience. For sure. You're like, I'm putting a stop to any confusion or repeating lessons because we're done with that. These eclipses are putting an end to that too. All right, let's get some angel cards. All right, what do we have? Depth. All right, going deep in your reflection here, in your dreams, in the subconscious, going deep to get in touch with your true self, what you truly desire. And resilience, the ability to rebound and bounce back after a state of confusion or moodiness or instability. We're going from this trampoline to the soil. There's a big difference in instability and stability. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, Virgo. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Libra, and welcome to your August reading. Be sure to check out your moon and rising sign for a more complete view of the month. So let's see what is going on for our Libra friends for the month of August. I have this new deck here. It's the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. I'm really enjoying it. All right, and that'll do. Underneath the deck, well, there you are, the scales, the Six of Coins, reciprocity and giving and exchanging. Let's see how that affects the rest of our reading. We have the Three of Wands. Okay, you might have been expecting a return on a payment or an investment that's coming back to you. Somebody owed you money and they're coming to repay you. Queen of Swords, this is you, Libra. And then we have the Tower. All right, you might be calling in a debt too. We have the Five of Coins, absolutely. You're collecting a debt. You're collecting something that's owed to you. And the King of Cups, it could be from a King of Cups or, yeah, I feel like if some of you are dealing with a divorce, because that's what this feels like, you know, the tower's burning down, left out in the cold, something is dissolved between you and a King of Cups. But you're getting what's due to you. I don't feel you being left out here. This feels more like this, regardless of gender, but this water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, is kind of suffering the losses while you're here defending what's rightfully yours in the Three of Wands. Let's see what our Green Witch Oracle deck, another new deck for me, can explain in this situation. You might might be kicking somebody out of your home. Firing somebody? I don't know. But there's a definite separation here. So, planning, setting intentions, and optimism. Look at the third eye there. Envisioning a new future, a new beginning for yourself, right? We have to clear the ground before we can sow new seeds of growth. Okay, but as soon as I flipped this over, though, I saw the SOW and I thought sorrow. So, some kind of sorrow, obviously. Or we reap what we sow. Did this King of Cups do you wrong here? And they're getting, karma's coming around to get them in the Six of Coins. Justice is being served. Hearth, safety, comfort, spiritual connection. Hearth and home. Yeah, it felt like a dissolution of a home. Or somewhere you spend a lot of time. Again, could be a business. This could be a business partnership that's fallen apart. But something, I mean, these eclipses are powerful. They have a way of clearing things out of our life and bringing new seeds in. Find out wisdom for our Libras. Chaos and conflict. Yeah, that's the Tower. You have a similar reading as another sign. If that's a moon or rising sign of yours and you saw these cards come up, then this is just confirmation because they came out together in another reading. But 33, master number, overcoming this chaos and conflict. You're staying in control as the Queen of Swords. I don't think your intent is to cause harm or sow seeds of hate or anything. It's just you're preserving, like I said. You're in a state of preservation or taking back what's rightfully yours. Truth be told, mask coming off. There could have been some deceptive business practices, or maybe you found out your partner had a gambling addiction and was wasting all your money or something like that. But there's something that's being uncovered in regards to your finances or shared assets. But you're not going to be the one to foot the bill, that's for sure. Okay, Earth, light of humanity, material manifestations. What did I say about your gifts coming back to you? What's due to you? The world, something coming to an end. And 33 again, the sacred support. So look out for 333 or 33. Blessings, expansions, increase, fertility, positive results, talent, skill, mastery, teacher, inspiration, ascended master. No mercy. That's what I'm hearing. There is no mercy for this King of Cups. The sword. Yeah. Need I say more? Cutting the cord. Archangel Michael. You might have to do a cord cutting ceremony around probably the full moon lunar eclipse. That takes things out of our life. And it's what is it? Done and dusted? Settled? Unhealthy attachment. Outdated energy. Endings. Taking power back. Courage. Releasing someone else's influence and freedom. Courage makes me think of Leo. We have the sun entering sidereal Leo August 15th or 16th. So that could be where you find your power. Or you find your power between these eclipses to cut somebody off. To say, you know, you're not going to disrupt my harmony anymore. I'm cutting you out of my world, out of my life. Because I found the truth. Maybe you found out somebody was cheating. I hope not, but can't all be sunshine and rainbows, right? All right, Libra, what's going on? And if this isn't resonating for you, maybe check out your moon or rising, but somebody needs this message. Romance, yeah, this is definitely involving a chaotic partner. Luck. I think you're going to feel lucky you got away without being hurt, or you're protected in some way that, you know, again, this ruling is going to go in your favor with the 6 of coins and the scales of justice there. Gossip, yeah. Some communication was going on, I think, behind your back. All right. They thought maybe they were getting away with it with the luck there. They're like, oh, I'm so lucky. They don't know what's going on, but loose lips sink ships. That's all I got to say. Somebody's going to incriminate themselves, I feel. They brought this chaos upon themselves, if that's the circumstance. Realization. Yeah, that's the, what did I say? The unmasking, right? Truth be told. Realization. 333 now showing up. 44. Attraction. Supermoon. Well, you're super attractive in this scenario. Like I said, this is all coming back to you in a positive way. With the 3 of Wands, the light is returning to your life, to your world. Power and control is returning to you. You feel secure and safe in your home. Magician in the mirror. Yeah, you're the magician this month. Perhaps you have strong Mercury placements. The lunar eclipse, I believe, the sun is conjunct Mercury. I'll have to double check that. But underneath we have a man holding a coin. So that's this guy that started the whole reading. He's coming to give you what you're owed. It could be alimony, could be child support, could be whatever. But I keep getting this feeling of collecting a debt, whether energetic or material. All right, let's get angel cards for Libra. Birth. All right, yeah, something's being birthed. This is the sun in Aries, right? That's a new beginning. Could be in the springtime. Patience, yeah. Ooh, you've waited a long time, I think, to get what's due to you. You've waited patiently, and maybe now, like I said, you're coming to collect. Resilience, yeah. You're having the power to rebound from this situation into a new beginning here with the birth card. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in, Libra. I hope you found this reading helpful. If so, let me know in the comments below, or we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Just kidding, I forgot to draw your rune, and we have Fehu that came through. So that is wealth. So your money, it's just confirmation that's coming through. All right, for real this time. We'll see you. Bye, Libra. Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to your August reading. So let's see what is in store for you. I've got this brand new deck here for the new month, the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. Don't forget to check out your Moon and Rising for a more complete view of the month. Let's see what Scorpio can expect. Okay. under the deck. Okay, we have the Page of Wands. New beginnings for you, absolutely. Maybe you have the courage to step through that open door in the solar eclipse happening August 12th. And let's see what your first card... Oh, we have another page under there, Page of Cups. So, 2 new beginnings. We have, after much resistance, maybe it was an uphill battle for you with the 7 of Wands. The Hanged Man. It's in reverse. So, where things were stuck, now they're going to start moving forward. You're being released from a circumstance with the world. Have to censor that. You get an angel card that I'm not looking at, and we're going to do that. Okay. So, we're done. We are completing a cycle. You're ready to walk through this new beginning and the 8 of Wands swiftly. So, changes are going to come through rapidly as soon as we get through this portal. And even the World card is a circle. So let's see, what new adventure are you happening on? I mean, we had this come out in reverse originally. So Mercury was retrograde. It comes out of its shadow August 6th or 7th. So things are going to accelerate quickly after that date. And one more. Okay. Success. Been coming up a lot for folks. So that's a great sign. Starting over here. Toxic. Yeah. Ooh. There was something hard. There was definitely a difficult person or situation you had to fend off. Defend yourself against. Self-expression. Maybe your identity or true self was being suppressed by someone else or even from you. You might have been self-censoring to make other people comfortable. Celebration. Yeah, we're celebrating this release, this overcoming of a challenge, the completion of this cycle at overcoming a challenge. What did I say? Okay. You deserve all the success in the world, Scorpio, for making it through this trial. There were some sacrifices that were made. They may have felt very hard or unfair or difficult, but this is assuring you that a celebration is on the other side of it. And we have purification. Yeah, purify the toxicity from your life. And let's find out what else. You're going to be renewed. Take these eclipses seriously. You're a water sign, so purification with water may be important. And we have, there's your 8th house, Scorpio, transformation, death and rebirth, judgment, baggage, trauma, metamorphosis, endings, magic, mystery, occult, sex, underworld, crisis, other people's money, and inheritance. That could be what you're celebrating, is receiving good karma, the success, for everything that you've tolerated or sacrificed for. And the true leader, yeah, the stag, all right? Higher heart chakra, spiritual messenger, inner power, purity, purification, earth, guide, sacred, untamed wilderness, divine connection, and sacred mysteries. So with the stag, I'm looking at the horns, you know, it's like long hair, or you could have long hair, but it's sensitivity. They're very attuned to their environment. They adapt. They know when to run away. They know when to fight. They're equipped to do so. Either way, you're ready for everything and anything. So you're becoming and being reborn as a true leader now of your life. That could be something that you're celebrating. Your self-expression too. You're meant to be a leader, Scorpio. And you're a master of whatever it is that you've been working on. You could have been working on a higher degree, certification, something that was very difficult, but there is congratulations here as you step into this masterful leadership role. Blessings, expansions, increase, fertility, positive results, talent, skill, mastery, teacher, inspiration, and ascended masters. So you are becoming an ascended master. You're stepping into this. I mean, it is challenging new role, right? I mean, we all start out as a page. We all start out green and fresh and not knowing. And all these challenges that are put in our way, they have given us the opportunity for growth and reflection on what traits we need to thrive and the others that we need to purge from our life that have been maybe blocking our access to this life. Watering can, ask for help, share burdens. Water again showing up. Asking for help. So yeah, you have support, I think, from masters, from teachers. There are people that want to see you succeed and are going to help you in your journey. Cup of tea, patience, reassessment. Take a tea break, relax, reflect. Tea could be part of the detox tea, part of the cleansing or calming. So you're done, I think, trying to force things. Maybe when you release this need to control a situation, that could have been a toxic trait of yours. That's when the power truly comes to you. That's when the help comes for you. Don't be so stubborn, I'm hearing. You need to relax. I mean, it's only in the Hanged Man when he surrenders is when the enlightenment comes, when the answer and the solution presents itself. Maybe you need help from outside sources to get you down, get you out of this situation that's been binding you and keeping you from success. Waiting for the right teacher to come along, I feel. Building blocks, yeah. You're establishing new connections, new, yeah, the 8-8 coming up. I know people are talking about the 8-8 gateway for the Lion's Gate, but the sun still isn't in Leo until mid-August, so that could be a powerful time, though, for you. And as we move through these eclipses right in the middle, when you start to see yourself, you're building partnerships and relationships with people that are more experienced than you. They've been around the world. They've seen it all. But there's going to be a lot of really good wisdom, maybe shared over a cup of tea or in a meeting with somebody outside. And we have the here and now. So stay present. Don't let your mind fixate and be stuck in this past energy of the Seven of Wands, that stuck feeling. Your opportunities are endless. You have every possibility in front of you. Let's see. Wisdom. Yeah, I really feel like you're going to come into the presence of a wise teacher. Somebody who's going to support your transformation into the next leader. It could be you finding a powerful mentor. And we have protection as we move through these eclipses. So don't worry about, you don't have to defend yourself so hard. You have angels doing this for you, or even people, your friends here on earth, that are defending your reputation, your character. But this is you being carried safely through this process. Energy card for Scorpio, please. We're rebuilding, though. You can't build a castle on a swamp, you know, it'll just sink. So we had to find more stable ground, and that could be in partnership with others. And woman holding a coin. So it could be an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This reminds me of the Queen of Coins. So somebody who's well established, that could be this wise person with feminine energy. Doesn't have to be a biological female or anything, but underneath we have broken heart. Yeah, you've seen, you're obviously with toxic there. Something's being purged from your heart space. Maybe your heart chakra's been blocked. And this mentor or wise older woman, older feminine, is going to help you purify that. You could be seeing a therapist or a counselor, asking others for help to get out of this broken heart, stuck feeling, and really learn how to embrace your true gifts and identity. All right, let's grab some angel cards for you, Scorpio. You're getting a boost of confidence this month, 100%. Kindness, yeah. Expectancy. Expect to receive gifts with this 8 of Wands coming in. I think, again, there's something to celebrate. Could be a birthday, or you could be going to a birthday party. Truth. Yeah, that's really what this woman holding a coin is bringing you truth and kindness. Okay. Finally, a rune for Scorpio. What do we have? Okay, I always get this wrong. It's either Menes or the other one. They look very similar. Ah, I was right. It is Manez. Awaz is the other similar one. It just doesn't have the cross in the middle. But this one means man or humankind. So there is strength in numbers this month. Like I said, you don't have to take on this challenge or this fight by yourself anymore. You need to ask for help. And help will be there. The right help. It's somebody really wants to see you succeed. But you have to be able to ask for help in this situation, whether it be from your spirit team, your angels. But I feel like there is a physical being in this world that is really going to step up and support you. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, Scorpio. Best of wishes for you in the month of August, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Sagittarius, and welcome to your August reading. So I was started shuffling and meditating off camera, and one card came out, and the rest wanted to come. So you're just going to have to trust me that I have no idea what these are, but we're going to find out together. And I'm going to take one more. And underneath the deck, we have the 10 of coins. So that's a beautiful way to start this reading. Established wealth, security. This was the first card that fell out, 9 of swords. So I would say don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the family. If you've been afraid of losing that, it is secure. So don't worry about it. We have the 8 of Cups, walking away from this sadness. We're done dwelling in the past. We're done. We're taking charge here with the King of Swords. This clarity is coming through. This feels very much like an illusion of all the fear was an illusion, but we have the truth coming to clear things up, and that could come with the full moon at the end of the month. The King of Coins, definitely reinforcing the 10 of coins there. The Page of Coins now, so new beginnings in wealth and security. Maybe some of you did lose a job or have to walk away from a partner that was maybe the primary breadwinner, and you're like, how am I going to make things work? How am I going to survive without this job? Something was removed from your life that threatened your security. But these two kings are here to ensure this fertile new beginning in the Page of Coins. There's a Judgment card here. So that's the decision. Archangel Gabriel, the throat chakra. And I have to censor this, so let me grab some angel cards that we can reveal later. For Sag. All right, so we're going to cover that up. All right. Judgment, yeah. The clarity. I feel like it almost emphasizes the King of Swords here. Maybe it was a tough decision for whoever it was to let you go or for you to go. I have one more here that I pulled, so we'll just leave those for a little bit. Truth be told, I'm hearing, so let's find out. What is this truth? What is this clarity? Why doesn't Sagittarius have to worry anymore? Curiosity. Well, there you are. The arrow, right? That's your new direction. What lies over the next mountain? What lies over the next hill? I think that's the driving force that keeps you going. And on the other side of this mountain looks like the King of Coins and the Page of Coins. It's a new idea. It's a new seed for you. Self-expression has been coming up a lot too. Well, we are entering the season of Leo. They've been, called peacocks before. Intuition, yeah. Knowing something's not right for you, or knowing something that is false, that's not where it's at. You're curious, though, where the truth lies. And in finding that truth, we find this stable Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. What else is out there for me? Success, yeah. Good vibes. That's on the other side. I think you might be receiving an invitation from this King of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, an announcement being made. Maybe your company is closing, like they're downsizing, there's layoffs, but there's a better opportunity for you in a different direction. Harmony, yeah. He's playing this trumpet, and it's making me think of music, harmonized music. playing your part. There's a better choir for you, a better band that you're going to fit into. Take it literally or figuratively, but your frequency was not aligned with whatever it is that was causing you stress. That's why you were stressed out, because you no longer resonated with that energy. Discernment. Yeah, that's the King of Swords. That's what he says. No, I don't. That doesn't sound right. It doesn't feel right. It's not true to myself. You're going to find your tribe this month, Sagittarius. Let's get some Green Witch Oracle energy. Walking staff, yeah, that's Radho, traveler, movement. You are the 9th house of long distance travel. It's a journey. But you have support and encouragement. What did I say about finding your tribe? It involves earth signs or earth seasons. So the next one will be Virgo around the autumn equinox. Could be the turning point for you. Or even Capricorn in the winter. So underneath we have buds. New buds, right? Okay, these are your buddies, your gang, new beginnings, expansion. This path came to an end, right? He even has a walking staff here. But this 8 of Cups keeps coming up, and I'm shuffling between every reading. But you're moving on. You're aiming higher because you're curious. Like, how large can I grow? Like, can I get from this Page of Coins to the King of Coins status by taking a risk, expressing myself, and traveling, going outside my comfort zone, making this decision to turn left instead of right? I've always turned right. Well, what happens if I turn left today? 10 of Coins. Expansion. All right. You're being encouraged to do something different. Okay, Mars showed up here. The light of power. Yeah, that's making discernment, making a decision. Using your voice to say, I'm going this way, not that way. But it's the Tower, the light of power. Burn or be burned. This could be you getting out of a situation before you see it collapse. That's the intuition. You're like, oh, this doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. Something's going down. I got to get out of here. So energy, passion, action, sex, desire, determination, ambition, aggression, competition, conflict, confrontation, or war. So it is the Tower. It's a disruption. It's coming up for a couple signs now. And I don't even know. There's so many cards under here. I'm just going to leave that be. But let's look underneath our deck. We have the Dragon. This always looks like a phoenix to me, a galactic guide, a breakthrough. That's exactly what the Tower is. You're breaking down so you can break free, break through. Difficulty, stuck, savior, courage, action, power, protection, divine intervention. So yeah, while it might have been scary, like I said, while rejection is protection, you could have been laid off or whatever, downsized, it doesn't matter, or somebody broke up with you. This is your breakthrough. This is your opportunity to be the one who burns and burns bright instead of feeling burned. So you have to change your perspective on this. There's much better waiting for you. Much better stability. There's a more fertile garden for you in which to grow. So to grow your buds. Let's go ahead and get a wisdom card for Sagittarius. Serendipity. All right, it may feel like a stroke of good luck, right? The 18th of the month, 18th is a moon card, the lunar eclipse. So whoever these people that you run into on your journey, it's going to feel... I personally don't believe in coincidences. I think we meet everybody for a reason. And underneath we have the fates, right? Can't argue there. The star, it's fate. That full moon lunar eclipse is happening in Aquarius, the star card. It's fate for you to be curious and move in a new direction. Even though if it might mean leaving what feels safe, but it wasn't safe. Your intuition is telling you there's something wrong here. It's not sustainable. Okay. Your energy. You have a very clear mind this month, Sagittarius. With Mercury direct now, that is also very helpful to clear things up. And we have the third chakra again. Archangel Chamuel came up for Leo, I believe. So maybe you have placements there. But this is the solar plexus. This is your will, your ego, your identity, your self-expression, you know, your voice. Speaking into being what you want and following the direction of your soul's path. Underneath anxiety. All right, number 18 is showing up again. So look for a message around the 18th of the month that's right in the middle of the eclipses. Things might seem, you know, really bleak or hopeless. And it's by the end of the month where you see, when the moon is full, how this decision is benefiting you. Okay. Your full moon card, Sagittarius. All right, we have action. Yeah, time to take action. Time to walk away. Extremes, the hot moon. That's a full moon. So it might feel... There's a lot of fire here. You are a fire sign. But your move, your decision might feel extreme to some people. But to you, it's just following your soul. Following the path that you know is best for you. And acceptance, yeah. This new group of people is going to be very accepting of you. They're going to welcome you. So don't be afraid of losing whatever establishment or established lifestyle that you had going on. All right. Well, let's grab a rune and we'll wrap it up for Sag. Suilo, the sun. The sun is coming out after the storm. So do not despair, Sagittarius. You have the power of the sun. The solar plexus is clear, and it is helping you push forward into new horizons. All right, thank you so much. Take care, and don't stress. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Capricorn, and welcome to your August reading. So let's take a look at the energies you can expect during these volatile eclipses, August 12th and 27th or 28th. What is coming in for Capricorn? Be sure to check your sun, moon, and rising sign. Got one there, two there. And one more, please. Oops, there we go. Under the deck, the Chariot. All right, well, the sun is still in Cancer until middle of August. Right between the eclipses, it'll move into Leo. But the movement, ascension. Where are we going this month? Capricorn, your first card is the Ace of Cups. This has come up a couple times as the first card in 2 other readings now. So Cancer, water, healing, and love. The 10 of Wands, but it was in the reverse. So we're relieving. We're getting some kind of relief. The pressure is being taken off your back. You are the 10th house. You might be overworking yourself, overextending yourself. The King of Coins, though you are... you work hard for your money, and it shows. We have the King of Swords now, taking charge and authority, and the Six of Cups. More tenderness and reciprocity, gratitude for this peace. I feel, regardless of gender, we have an earth sign and an air sign working together to, I think, take the pressure off of each other or lighten the load. Somebody's coming to give you a gift. So be open to receiving that gift this month. You may be traveling to meet somebody, and they're going to, or you're bringing them a gift as a token of your gratitude. So I forgot I got to cover that. And we'll move on to our little guide cards. Capricorn, tell me more about this meeting, about this relief. There is a level up in your quality of life this month. Pain relief, I feel, too. Some of you might be going to a doctor. Not medical advice, but somebody who's an expert in their field. They could be helping you restore your health. Wow, celebration. Okay, yeah. Whatever the Six of Cups feeling, it could be a homecoming, a reunion, healing or mending a relationship with family, Cancer being the home and family. You could be receiving help from a father or father figure. Romance, we have with the Ace of Cups. Again, this partnership feels very supportive. Opportunity, golden ticket. It definitely feels like an invitation to travel. So if you do receive, hey, why don't you come visit, you know, go for it. Change. So maybe in the autumn time, even after these eclipses, September, October, when the leaves change color in the northern hemisphere. But there's a change coming from you, obviously going from this 10 of Wands to this Ace and 6 of Cups. There's healing and restoration coming. Yeah, peace coming for you. There's a much easier, better way for you to thrive, Capricorn. You don't have to struggle anymore. You stop breaking your back, literally, figuratively, whatever it is. You're being given a golden opportunity to change your life. That's going to bring nothing but peace, harmony, and a feeling of love and belonging. So we have the B, community, cooperation, and sweetness. Absolutely. You're going to find yourself amongst a new group of people that are a lot healthier for you than whoever was piling all their crap on you. It could have been coming from several different sources. But underneath we have rosemary. So remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. I feel like this, whether you or they are the King of Swords or Pentacles, somebody from your past who never forgot you and you never forgot them. It could have been a loyal friend that blossoms into a romance, but someone who's been faithful to your friendship and your connection is going to be an integral part of your new community that helps you build peace and restores peace to your life. Let me take a look at this angel card here. Enthusiasm. Look at it. It's got a little flag that they're waving, right? They're like cheering you on. They're really happy to see you. There might even be like a banner I'm seeing with this wow, like welcome home or congratulations, happy birthday. It could be an engagement party, a retirement party even for some people. But I'm seeing a banner. All right, and we have assessing. All right, so that has to do with the elevation again, like the Chariot, rising above. Seeing further, you're getting a clearer picture of the distant future. You're seeing beyond the restrictions here in the 10 of Wands. You're seeing all these opportunities that are coming to you just over the horizon. So it's encouraging you to keep going, even though it feels like you have 100 hurdles to overcome. We have nourishment. I think this person is going to nourish you, mind, body, and soul. And you may have also been doing that for yourself as well. If so, keep up the good work. All right. For Capricorn, August. 11:11, the call, alignment, new gateway, activation, epiphany, divine timing, rapid manifestation, spiritual awakening, twin flame union with the romance. Somebody, yeah, your twin, your true soulmate is coming to alleviate a lot of pressure. You could be, look out for 111. We have the 1 and the 10 here is an 11. It's a gateway, it's a portal. These two eclipses are an invitation. South node and eclipses align with the nodes of the moon. We are in past lifetime, that 6 of Cups. You've known this person in a previous life, or they've been a friend of yours throughout this lifetime. But you've got this. You've learned your lessons. You're healing your karma. You're releasing all that. But you also have talents and wisdom that you're bringing with you into this new opportunity. Maybe that's what's been preparing you for this change, for this opportunity. The pendulum is swinging back in your direction. It's bringing with it an Ace of Cups and a 6 of Cups. I keep hearing relief. You can finally maybe rest, put down your burden, allow others to help you. What wisdom for Capricorn? Mending. That could have to do with this reunion too. Maybe you haven't talked to somebody in a long time and you're repairing a relationship, reconnecting with people from your past. It doesn't always have to be an ex or somebody toxic, you know. It's, hey, you know, we had a really good relationship once, and you're drawing upon those previous connections to support your new future. And we have happy, 100%. that Ace of Cups overflowing with enthusiasm, gratitude, happiness. You see these things that are coming for you just around the corner. Maybe, like I said, the autumn equinox feels very significant. The eclipses are just the beginning. This is the time you start to lay down those 10 of Wands through the eclipse season. Okay, what energy for Capricorn, please? Financial constraints. Not anymore with the King of Coins. You're getting help. Golden ticket, golden opportunity. I feel like something's going to be paid for. They might buy your ticket. Like you feel like I can't because I can't afford to. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, your third eye, your knowing, your seeing, your vision here with the assessing. You're seeing the future. You have the ability to see the future. This person sees the same future as you. Community coming up again. Strength in numbers. Yeah, you're about to be welcomed into a very supportive community that are happy to receive you. And get a couple more angel cards. Relaxation coming. Yeah, after all your hard work, absolutely. Inspiration. You're going to have more creative energy to do the things you love. Presence. People are thankful for your presence. And I mentioned you receiving a gift, like a present, present. But no, they're just going to be happy to have you in their presence. All right, let's get a rune for Capricorn. Finally, rune. We have Fehu. Beautiful. So that's wealth. There's your King of Coins. So I'm going to keep that right there. There is nothing but blessings on your horizon, Capricorn. Congratulations. All of your hard work is going to pay off within the next 3 months. All right. Enjoy your new friends and family, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your August reading. So I was already shuffling and meditating, and some cards fell out, so I have not looked at them yet. But of course, we have eclipse season upon us. Grab one more, and we're going to start underneath the deck. Oh, the lunar eclipse is happening in your sign at 10 degrees in the Shadabishag Nakshatra, which means 100 healers or the Sky Watcher. So we have something, I think, now with the 8 of Coins under here, inspiration coming in regards to your work life, your health. Let's see, a revitalization, a revelation, the 7 of Cups. Yeah, there might have been confusion about direction of your work or health. Ace of Cups coming up again. Been making a lot of appearances here. Narrowing down your options to 1. 9 of Wands. Some of you might feel exhausted, like you're at the end of your rope and you're like, I don't know how much more this could take. Virgo being ruled by Mercury, and this confusion here, that retrograde may have altered your perception of the possibility for this healing to even come in. This is the wounded warrior being met with healing. Maybe there were many false promises that you had to sort through, or false leads on what's going to fulfill you or make you happy. And now we've narrowed it down to 1, and that's the antidote. That is the elixir for your success. We have the King of Wands now. Gaining back your strength and power in the season of Leo that begins August 15th or 16th in Sidereal. And then we have the 7 of Coins. So something, like I said, you've been waiting a long time for. 7-7 might be showing up. But it's required a lot of patience, a lot of healing. You had to take this upon yourself to do. Nobody's going to show up and hand you the solution. It's something you kind of took the hard way. You know, you took the long road, but you got there. And finally, we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, bringing this cup, the solution. It doesn't feel like a person, but more an angel, bringing clarity and wisdom to your situation. It's an explanation why we made you go through all this, why there was so much delay. But there's a breakthrough happening in your career or whatever hobby you enjoy doing. Could have been a creative block that's being removed. And you're now able to receive that inspiration. Release, yeah. Release the need to defend. Open the gates. Yeah, celebrate. We had toxic show up and moods. That could have been, again, that old old energy. Use these eclipses to release that from your life and open yourself up to love again. Open yourself to receive this healing. I feel like you've had your guard up for way too long, but with good cause. Something was influencing your emotional state, and what we feel translates into what we think, and what we think translates into what we do, and that affects our everyday life. So there's a breaking of a toxic pattern here. You might have felt like you were on an emotional roller coaster. But this Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, we do have the new moon solar eclipse in Cancer happening on the 12th of August. So that could be a great point to release coming down to the 12th. Now you're like, okay, now I'm open. I'm open to receive this Ace of Cups. I'm waiting patiently for it to arrive. I'm detoxing. I'm ready to celebrate myself, my new beginning, and my new luck. I think you're going to start to see yourself in a whole new life. I hear like, lucky you, like you avoided these pitfalls in the Seven of Cups. There might have been a lot of distractions again, and that's the reason for putting up the walls or the fences. You don't trust it. And I say with good cause, because you've encountered your share of toxic traps. This Knight of Cups is not bringing you a trap. It's not a trick. We have Neptune, so the light of inspiration. That can cause confusion too, right? The Hanged Man. Through this difficulty, through this sacrifice and uncomfortability, a time for a spiritual retreat and release. Your dreams and inspiration, universal love coming in the Ace of Cups, psychic receptivity, awareness, oneness, enlightenment, illusion, deception, and trickery. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. Somebody was offering you false hope. These eclipses are going to bring you clarity in that situation. I feel, again, about your talents, your gifts, your work life. Oh, yeah, we're going to promote you. We're going to make you the new manager of this location. No, never going to happen. So release any delusions or illusions that other people have put in your mind that have not manifested yet. There's a reason for that. This is now you manifesting, you taking charge. And when you have clarity, when you open yourself up to receive that clarity. And we have the 9th house underneath, purpose. Yeah. So whatever this was, it was holding you back. It was delaying these blessings. Whoever was deluding you, whether it be a partner or a boss, was keeping you from your true purpose and inhibiting your spiritual growth. So it's temperance, again, patience in the 7 of coins, the wheel of fortune starting to turn. Jupiter is the sign or the planet of good luck and good fortune. You're going to be celebrating a win. And I feel like a lot of these people back here were not meant to partake in your success, in your upcoming success, in your freedom. There's freedom's very important to you. You're being released from the bonds of someone or some toxic situation. And your whole mood's going to shift. You know, there's a light coming back into your life. That's what the Knight of Cups is carrying in his cup. It's hope and healing. And we have time. So you can read that even as time, but timing, patience has come up a lot. So, but the herb time is for presence and self-awareness. The greens showing up a lot. There's a lot of, there was some toxicity in your heart chakra, like I said, like you were wounded a lot. There was a lot of pain in your heart that you're starting to release. I think forgiveness is a big part of your healing journey. Forgive them, not for their benefit, but for yours. Do not carry their baggage anymore. All right. And you become aware of that. B, community. This is showing up a lot too. So if you've been seeing bumblebees or images of them, know that there is a community surrounding you or waiting for you to be incorporated with. Community, cooperation, and sweetness. There's a lot of sweetness and celebration that is available to you. Probably coming in September. Like I said, we got to get through these hurdles of the eclipse, but they're going to reveal a lot that Neptune was obscuring. So remain flexible in these changing times. I mean, you're an air sign. You are able to blow with the wind. You're able to remain free and flexible to these opportunities that come with you. And regeneration. Yeah, we're done waiting for promises that are never going to be fulfilled. You're taking it upon yourself to regenerate following a cycle of toxicity. Let's see what's under this deck. Go the distance. Yeah, you have the endurance. We had 9th house, long distance travel, 9 of Wands. The 9th of the month may be important, or September. You're going to regain the strength to go the distance with whatever opportunity comes your way. The void, the dark moon. So number 1, the reset. Ace of Cups, number 1. This is the new moon. There's your portal in the eclipse. Sovereignty. Yeah, you're claiming your independence. You're claiming your personal power and taking matters into your own hands with the 8 of Coins and the King of Wands. You're declaring independence. And we're taking action as the Leo season continues. You're going to have the energy now to go forward, to go the distance. Okay, Aquarius. How about an energy card? Ooh, broken heart. Yeah. I think there's a lot of regrets that maybe you feel like you wasted a lot of time on someone or something. Or, you know, that it's a disappointment. You know, like I said, unkept promises, unfulfilled. Of course that's disappointing, but that's no reason to give up completely. Goddess of the Moon, 52. That's, yeah, the Queen of the Moon here. Taking back your feminine power to create the life that you want, to receive the healing that you know you deserve. And underneath the Angel of Strength, there's Leo showing up. Leo season going to be very powerful for you. It is opposite you on the wheel, so anything, it's just as powerful as a conjunction when you have an opposition. So the sun will be in Leo for the lunar eclipse at the end of the month, shining all of its light into your full moon there at 10 degrees Aquarius. So let's go ahead and grab your angel cards. There's a lot of them there. Presence. Yes, there's an angelic presence here with you. I feel that that Knight of Cups is an angel. Could have been someone that passed over. They are with you. They're carrying this cup for you and making sure it never spills. To know that you're always loved. Creativity. I think I mentioned a creative block. You're getting that back. Respect. Yeah. You have a lot of... I mentioned forgiveness. We all have to respect people, you know, for their individual journey that they're on, recognizing them as human as much as we are. So if you're unable to forgive someone else, maybe it's because you're unable to forgive yourself. But remember to show yourself respect and don't remain in this downtrodden burden, beaten up, 9 of Wands, bitter energy. It's not going to serve you. And then we have delight. Yeah, there's a lot to be thankful for. You have a lot to look forward to. This community showing up, right? They're all gathering around a table to celebrate. We have celebration here, good news. And then it could be like a divorce party. I'm hearing, you know, some people have those instead of an engagement party. Education, that goes well with the 9th house and purpose, higher purpose. You may be traveling, 9's showing up a lot. Receiving higher education, whether formal or spiritual. And let's go ahead and grab your rune for Aquarius. All right. This is the horse, I believe. I forget the name of it. Yes, it is the horse, and it's called Awaz. So the holy horse links God and human. It's extending energy. So that reiterates my feeling of the chariot traveling. Cancer symbolized by the chariot. There's movement and mobility. Let's see what else it has to say. Connection, loyalty, and the principle of teamwork, especially in tandem, a dynamic harmony with the other that accepts differences, present or new partnerships. Change, especially involving movement or travel, it may mean one is on the right track and success is imminent. Well, there's a celebration waiting for you. That assistance from someone sensible and reliable is on the way. That's the B. That's the community. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in, Aquarius. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Take care, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Pisces, and welcome to your August forecast. So let's take a look at what's happening for you this month in the midst of all these powerful eclipses happening at 20 degrees Cancer on August 12th, and then the full moon lunar eclipse at 10 degrees Aquarius in August 27th and 28th. So underneath the deck, we have the Magician to start the reading. Very good. We had that show up for one other sign so far today. So power and control are yours. Let's see what else. 9 of Coins. Very nice. Venus in Virgo. Manifesting money, comfort, wealth, celebration, and the 3 of Cups. Community. The Knight of Coins. Stability. Security has come to you. This is maybe some money spell that you've been working on. Yeah, 7 of Coins. Your wealth is secure this month, and you did the work to bring this upon yourself, perhaps in tandem with others. You may increase your power through their support or working together, but it did take a lot of patience. This was not overnight success. You could have been working on it anywhere from 3 to 7 months or years, but this is a long time coming for you, Pisces. So congratulations on your expansion. There's much to celebrate. All right. And we have inner child. You could even be celebrating or attending a birth. Or now you're free to let your inner child play more. That you're not bound to the restrictions of finance or a timetable. Resolution. This could have come after some inner child healing that you resolved. It could come with reconnection with family, as that solar eclipse is in the sign of Cancer, the 4th house of home and family. Something news. Yeah, it could be news from home or news about the family. Family wealth. Somebody's come into money and they're helping you, or they want to share with you. But I mean, cultivating this was not easy. It was a challenge. As I mentioned, I feel like a lot of the responsibility lies on you as being the reason for this resolution. Some of you could be even celebrating if you were waiting to get child support. Not for everybody, but there's a letter coming in the mail saying you've been awarded, etc. Not necessarily child support, but any kind of award letter, it feels like. The Stag, the true leader, the higher heart chakra, spiritual messenger, inner power, purity, earth, divine guide, sacred, untamed wilderness, connection, and sacred mysteries. Yes, it feels very Aries, very Emperor. Leading from the heart, though. I feel like there's been a lot of compassion gained, a lot of understanding through a recent healing. 1111, the call, alignment, new gateway, activation, epiphany, divine timing, rapid manifestation, number 1 with the Magician, spiritual awakening, and a twin flame union. This could be also is seen in the 3 of Cups here, a reunion with somebody from your past that had a significant influence or impact on your ability to successfully navigate this path. Underneath, we have Cancer, the 4th house of home. I feel the Chariot. You're on your way. You're moving. Your intuition knows the way. Nurturing, sensitive, caring, loyal, creative, genuine, protective, vulnerable, moody, pessimistic, or suspicious. Okay, so this has, I feel some of you are dealing with a mother or becoming a mother for the first time, but there's a lot to celebrate here involving your family security or resolving a wound from your past. I feel that you are traveling to celebrate somebody or an event. Imagine. So yeah, this is the 12th house, your energy. In the moon, in the dream state. You've spent a lot of time reflecting, meditating, envisioning this success coming towards you. And you, like I said, you've had to maintain focus for a long time. So that's not easy work. So congratulations for that. And building blocks. Yeah, you're building a future. A secure future for yourself and your loved ones. And the Knight of Coins is reiterating that. Energy card. Woman holding a heart. All right, so more Cancer energy. 4th house, 444 could be showing up. Excuse me. I'm getting mother energy. Underneath is anxiety. Number 18, the moon. Moon showing up here. I'm feeling more towards the end of the month. Maybe you're nervous about traveling. This is telling you don't worry. Mercury's direct. So not only is there wealth and security available to you, there is love. There's forgiveness. There's warmth. There's a home, a welcome spot for you. Rosemary, remembrance, loyalty, and faithfulness. Yeah, definitely somebody from your past that you can thank for your success. Or because you've helped them in the past, it's coming back to you now. Underneath we have chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. Yeah. There is, and underneath here we had anxiety, right? There was, this is the resolution. We're now able to sleep peacefully with the Imagine and the Dream card there. Let's get your Queen of the Moon card. You can rest easy. Change. Yeah, change is coming. The Thunder Moon, that is like the full moon in July. And we had action underneath. That's the Chariot, the movement and beauty. Beautiful change is coming for you. You could even see your physical appearance change. You may appear to age in reverse because the anxiety is wiped off your face. Olive oil skin treatment might be important. And with the inner child there, yeah, feeling youthful or feeling younger. Surrender. Surrender to the change. It's because it's going to be beautiful. Deep. Yeah, this is going back. This is going back generations even. Could be generational healing. Kindness. Yeah, the more kindness you show others, the more it will be returned to you. People are going to remember you for your kindness. And your rune is, okay, we got this for Aquarius too, but it's Awaz, which is man or community. Or no, that's the horse. This is Awaz, the horse. So that's the movement and the Chariot card. I'm going to grab one more rune just to be sure for you, Pisces. And we have Hagalaz, which is the seed or the hailstone. With the change in the Hagalaz, I'm thinking hag, old lady or older woman, aging woman, wisdom, old feminine wisdom. And again, there's some kind of blessing coming from your mother or a mother figure. But, a hailstone can destroy, but can also plant the seed of growth. Okay. I think that's all I have for you. Have a beautiful August, Pisces, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.